Hi guys, so I'm Tarte from Glamorous Sisters, and I'm here again with another tutorial. Unfortunately, it's like way overdue. I apologize. I did have one set up, but I forgot to do my outro and my intro, so it was like the whole makeup and everything was done, but my introduction to it and my outro. So I'm sorry, you guys basically got to see the eye look without any lippy, so I apologize on that. But if anything, excuse my voice, I am getting a cold, and again, apologies. I'm always freaking sick, it seems like. If I'm not working, I'm sick. If I'm not sick, I'm working. Either or, I'm just there. But hopefully you guys enjoy this beautiful look. I don't know if I've done this before, but I am using nudes palettes. So hopefully you guys enjoy those palettes. If you guys don't already have them, they are good palettes. I'm not going to tell you what they are because they're my little secret, because I have been waiting to show you guys, but I didn't know how to present them in a video because everybody's doing a video about them. So yeah, well, let's just jump into the video and enjoy the rest of the day. And keep on shining, guys. Like and subscribe. Comment down below for anything else. Hopefully I have listed everything I use down in the description box below. So have a good one, guys. Okay, so it's been a while, but I already done put my tape on and everything, primed my eyes, and I done started with this side of the crease. It's the hardest to film. And the color that I'm going to be using is from the Juvia's Glaze palette, the Saharan, and I'm using this color right here. Can't pronounce it, so Katrina. We're going to try anyway. And I'm using my favorite fluffy brush, as always. And we're just going to place that part right in the crease area. And since I'm kind of like dragging it out to make my eye look a little bit longer, that's goal for today, and we're just placing it right there, right in the crease area. And I'm using this as my transition shade so that when I apply any other colors as we get from lighter to darker, that it will just blend in easier. And excuse all the noise, my little baby nephew is running around, or might be taking a shower, you know, out of, but that's him. And I'm using circular motions just so that it can get in the precise area and smoke it out. Over here, bring it out, and windshield wipe back in. Do the same over here, just so they can be the same smoky effect. And you guys can apply as much as you like for your transition color to deepen it or just keep it at this, but I will be dipping it back in once or twice just so that it can get as dark as I like it, because I am going to be using some type of like brownish reddish colors, probably burnt orange, since I am going to be doing a couple of errands, and this is basically like a get ready with me. So if anything, just smoke that out to the way you like it, and then you'll be back and I'll be back. So keep in mind, guys, as you're applying more and more, just apply it the where you want it to be darker at as your starting point, and then drag the remaining to the inner part so that you can create that dimension in your eye, and it won't be too harsh in the inner corners, so when you highlight it, it won't be like blah, like 3 different colors all in one, because you know the highlight is just gonna be bling blinging. But anyway, and also I put the Kat Von D Shade to Light palette. I used, which one is it? It's the middle one. It's Lyric. So I used this pretty old color here for my eyebrow highlight. So let's see how this looks. I actually seen it for hooded eyes, and since you guys see my eyes are a little hooded, it's a trick that I'm trying out. It's my first time trying it, so, and it's working somewhat, semi. I mean, I can tell where I placed it. Maybe I should have never used the Kat Von D, but I know it's one of the best colors to suit my eyes. Damn it, I can't talk today. Excuse my language. But anyway, so I just wanted to add that in there. And now that I done chose my pretty old smoky effect, I just gotta blend this out more. So give me a few more seconds. Okay guys, so now using the same palette, I'm now going to be using Jamila, and she is that pretty old nice orangey color right there. And I'm going to be using my Tarte Swamp Clean palette brush. It's just an eyeshadow brush, but I like it for my crease area, and since these are really pigmented and grabs a lot of product, I don't really need so much. So again, I'm just going to be placing that right in my crease area. Just look at that. Oh my god. And I'm just keeping it where I want the color to be. Apologies. So anyway, again, like I was saying, so we're gonna just keep this in the crease area, and we're just gonna apply it where you want the color to be most intense, and then drag the remaining inward. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Excuse the fact that I can't zoom in, but and that's the effect it's gonna give. I'm not worried about the fact that it's getting on my lid area, since I'll be able to cover that, thankfully. And I'm gonna drag it out. And it's best to actually use your mirror down, I found out. So we're going to do that trick as well. So I'm going to try to move closer and just look down and go into town with my blending. See, I told you every time I learn something new, I'm going to share it. Hopefully it works for you. If it don't work for me, but it seems like it's working. And I'm not trying to go too high next to like my eyebrow area. I'm just trying to keep it right inside my crease to keep that color there, because that's basically where I'm going to be intensifying the colors anyway. And then I'll fade it out as much as I can. And when I do my circular motions, I'm very lightly going around on it. I'm not like intensely going like this where you can see it indenting my skin. I am just lightly brushing it out, making sure that it smokes out, and whatever product it's going to be using will just slightly move around. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I'm trying to. Sorry. I'm not. Alright, now moving back into the first brush I was using with no product on it, just the remaining product that's still on there. I'm just going to smoke it out. And I'll be right back after I'm finished smoking it out. And if you have to reapply, because if you want it to be darker, I'm just gonna probably most likely leave it like this, or probably just dip in a little more just so that I can get the crease. But remember, we're gonna be using other colors, so don't make it too dark on the first 2 rounds, you know? If you get what I'm saying, this is just the first color that we're gonna be using for the crease, if you get what I'm saying, because we already put a transition color. So yeah. And anyway, I gotta do this side since this side is really hard to do on camera. Yep. So I'll be right back, and hopefully you guys will still be here. See you in 2 seconds. Okay guys, so now to get this pretty old dark effect, I use that pretty old color there, which is going to be the Zulu color down here in the Masquerade palette from Juvia's place. It's a lot of Juvia's place today, but yeah. So, and I'm gonna be using my fluffy brush from Elf. I'm just gonna dab it in there, dust off the excess. And now we are just going, this is exactly what I did. I dabbed it in the area that I want it to be. Since it is very pigmented, as you guys can see, I already added more color to it. So I'm going to dab it, and then we'll slightly move it up with the remaining that's left on there. I'm going to keep it exactly halfway. I'm not moving any further in until there's going to be no more on the brush. Remember to fade it out. You can even fade it into your lid, since it is going to be that darker shade. Fade it in. As you can tell, I'm not doing the circles because I don't want it to spread everywhere. I just want it to be precisely in this outer V, since that's what I made it. Alright, but anyway. Caught myself. I'm slightly moving it up so that it could blend in with the other colors in my crease area, but really keeping it inside. And now that there is no more left as much, like that you can see, you're gonna now start dragging it lightly inward, just not all the way, just so you can give it an ombre effect, and very lightly. Don't dig it in, just very lightly bringing it. Windshield wipers. I'm just having a really bad eyebrow moment with this freaking side. This side came out so pretty. This side is just like, ugh, my goodness. Hopefully when I put some damn concealer or something, it'll fix it. I don't know. We'll figure that out when I get there. So I tried to like fix it like twice. The third time that'll be a charm. If not, I'm just go over it and just be happy with one side. I'll just be taking pictures on this side, even though that's the side with my cut. It'll be A-okay. And now, bam. I realized that this side is not as dark as this side because I put so much into this side. It's because I'm filming this side, so it's like, bam. But yeah. So, alright, so now that I'm just going to continue buffing that out. Oh, as well, you're going to be using this nice fluffy old brush. This one is from Wet and Wild. It's just fluffy. And now you can start buffing it out and using circular motions. To buff it out, make it look pretty. And the inside. Blend it all together. I make funny faces when I'm doing these things, so excuse my faces throughout this whole video. And bam. That should be your result. And if you want it darker, again, be my guest, make it as dark as you like. Again, this is all to your liking. But remember, always build up the product. Don't just apply so much and then try to take off. That just never works. It just becomes a really big hot mess. And you don't want that. So just build it up little by little. And bam. When you have this amazing little crease going on, I'm going to actually darken this side and then we're going to move on. So I'll be right back after I finish darkening up this side to make it look this pretty. My bad, I started, but I'm using my Urban Decay double-ended brush. So it's like a fluffy part and then there's like a really type part, like compacted. And I'm using my Swamp Queen palette. You guys know how much I love it, but it's been hard, like highly destroyed, so that you guys don't get blinded by my mirror. I am going to be using Sippy, which is this one. As you guys can see, my highlighter broke, but I bought a new one, so no worries, guys. I got a whole brand new one, so yes. But anyway, so I'm going to be using that nice dark color, and we're going to be getting this effect here with that. Okay, so I'm placing, alright, so we're going to be placing that right here. And I'm not trying to go too far above where my crease is, so that I can just keep the intensity right here. And again, keeping that mirror below. It's actually working out. I think it's pretty cool. My crease is blending smoothly. And once I finish placing the darkness, I'm going to be switching to this side and then just blending it softly into the crease, making sure that everything is going together smoothly, blending in small little circles for this inner part so they could blend onto my eyelid seamlessly. Hey, hooded eyes is like sometimes hard to work with, but I'm getting there, I'm getting there. And if you feel like you put too much product, you can always go back with the other brushes and dip into like the lightest color before, or you can go down 2 shades. It's all up to you, it's however you see fit. Or you can use this, like this brush here is like one of the brushes that I use to, when I prime my eyes, I put like the most likely it'll be Natural Peaches, which is this one here. And I'll just like smooth it all in on the top and then bring it on down and then make sure all the colors come together. So it's something like this. And then it'll like seamlessly blend in. But that's if you like. You don't have to do that. You can, you know, take your time blending little by little. Even though I put a little bit on this brush, like this color is so pigmented, so dark. It's not hard to work with, but it takes a long time to blend. Because it's blending nicely, it's just, I don't know if I put, maybe I did put too much for a brush that does so well. I don't know. But anyway, so once you finish blending to the best that you can, we're gonna start moving on to the eyelid. So I'll be back after I finish blending and making this look pretty, just like this side, because this side came out so nice. Look at that. And this side, as always. It's like this side just don't want to work with me today, but it's cool. We're gonna make it happen, Captain. So I'll be right back, and you guys will be right back with your fully blended creases, and we'll get to the eyelid. Okay, guys. So this is gonna be our end result right here. And we're going to apply all of that to this side. Don't be worried. I did apply a little bit more on this side, but if you already got it this dark, great. But the colors that I'm going to be using my other Tarte brush from the palette. And we're going to be dipping it into the Masquerade palette. And we're going to be dipping it into Calabar. Here, is that the name of it? Yep, right there. And I am first going to spray it with my Max Fix Plus so it could grab the color better, as you can see. It's nothing to dust off. And by the way, this is the color here. Oh, and before I do that, ooh, almost forgot. Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, no, that wasn't it. Okay, so we're going to be using my highlighter brush. Sorry for that. And I'm going to be dipping it into Big Baby, which is in my Swamp Queen palette. And I'm just going to be putting that in my inner corner just so that it can have a matte base. So when I put the glitter part, it will shine like that. So, look down. So once you have that nice matte part for your inner corner, now you can apply this lovely old color. Start in the middle, that's where you should apply because that's where the intensity is going to be, because it's going to fade this way and fade in. So remember, that's the effects that we're going for. And since we put that matte base there, it's automatically going to fade in because it's like a transition shade. And since we have that darker color here, it's also going to do the same. I try to go as low and as close to the lash line as I can get. And then I try to make it as even as I can get it at the top using the brush. Kind of like using the technique of your cut creasing, but without really cut creasing, because we didn't use no concealer, we're just using eyeshadow. So basically cutting the crease with the shadow. Don't put too much product over here. Remember, you are gonna have that piece darkened. Just getting as close to the corner without putting too much product. Look at yourself. Make sure it looks even. And the way that I got this pretty little shimmery color is I mixed hashtag Swamp Family Strong on my finger. I placed a little bit. I dabbed it. I did not wet it. I just dabbed it. And I'm going to dab it right in the middle. As you can see, it's already changing into that color. Just gonna dab it. Dab, 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 dab. Make sure everything's nice. Take the brush, apply the leftover color. Alright. If you guys hear my nephew, he's in the background, don't mind him. You know, babies will be babies. Oh, I dipped back into the Calabar color just so I could deepen the color again. Then we're gonna dip our finger back in, which is this one. Just swirl a little bit more. Keep it on the bottom part, because again, this is where they're gonna see the color. And then drag it up as you fade it with the other. And that's basically how I got that color, guys. You can mix as many colors as you like if you want to make the shade different. Since I'm always using the same shades, I basically just want to create a different shade with them. That was my go-to. And yeah, I kind of like the way it came out. Those are my two shades that I use all the time. So I was like, hey, why not put them together, see what I get. And I kind of am digging that pretty old color over there. So we're going to do the same over here. And now we're going to take that pretty old Swamp Family Strong color and we're going to mix it with that. This color here is Dahlia. Here, it's a nice shimmery. And we're going to place that right in the corner. Bring it inside that beautiful blank space. And now I'm gonna dab it with my fingers to make it blend in easier. And now my eyes look a little bit more longer, even though I already have big eyes. Now I have long, big eyes. Kind of like an alien effect. I don't mind it at all. Just dab a little bit more into that dye. Bring it upward. Kind of like the way this side is coming out better for the lid part. It's coming out really nice. I just want to deepen that color a little bit inside here. Alright, now we're going to do this beautiful chocolate side here, and we're gonna use the same brush we used prior, which was, well, I'm using my Urban Decay, you use the one that you like, and we're gonna go back into Sippy. I don't want to continue showing the same palette, but we're going back into the Swamp Queen palette and putting a little bit on, and start, because remember these colors are very, very pigmented, so. And then we're just going to place it right here a little bit. I'm placing it a little bit on top of the color just so that I can see where I'm going to be ending, and then fanning it outwards. And that's going to give us that ombre effect that I'm looking for. I like using my fingers. They help a lot. Just blending this out, making sure everything looks good. Alright, so when you take your tape off, ooh, that's what you should have. And then you can continue blending it outwards and everything. I'm gonna fix up any imperfections that I see that I don't like. You can do the same. And then I'm also gonna apply my eyeliner and stuff. And yeah, so I'll be right back and you'll be right back, and then we're gonna finish up the eye look. Okay guys, so for my face, I used my NYX Stay Matte Not Flat Liquid Foundation, and the color I am is SMF11 Sienna. So that's what I used, yay. And then for my concealer, I use my NARS Creamy Concealer, Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I am in shade Medium Dark 1 Biscuit. I think a lot of my complexions is that, because I had like 3 people, and within the range of my skin tone, each was using that one, so it's common. And then I recently just bought the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and it is amazing. As you can see, a flawless finish. I am loving this. I had it for like probably a week or 2 now, and I've been using it every time I do my makeup, and it's amazing. Like, I'm really loving it. And hopefully you guys like what I did. I didn't wing it. I just kind of like did a small one, because remember we did like that smoky eye look, so I didn't want to take away from the eye look. And then I just put some mascara. So now all I did was just prime my face. Oh, by the way, I am also, let me go get it. I am also trying this Urban Decay Pore Perfecting Primer that I got as a sample. So yeah, I taped it so that it won't mess up because I don't want it to harden, but it's actually really nice. So that could also be a take on why this came out so really nice, so nicely. And then instead of using my e.l.f. Ooh, excuse me, so close. Okay, so instead of using my e.l.f. Light beige color foundation thingy, like cover up, I actually use my butter bronzer, which is nothing new. You guys know that already. So besides, I love the way it smells. It's from Physicians Formula, and that's basically what I use to layer and make sure that it's not too shiny after I put on the mattifying thing, and then I spray it with Max Fix Plus. So that's basically what I did for my face. That's why I took a little longer than usual, and that's a-okay because you guys don't notice. So. Oh, and by the way, also, my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara is what I used for my eyebrows. I mean, eyelashes. Excuse me, you guys make me so nervous. All right, well, let's get to the part where we've been waiting for, which is the under eye. I really haven't decided what color to put underneath because unfortunately I don't really like the way my black is performing with the Colourpop, but I do like this brown, so we might be using this nice brown color. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. I'm gonna swatch it. So it's that nice creamy brown right there. So you know what, we're just gonna do it and call it a day. It's a warm color versus it just being black. And voila. It's a nice color. I like it. Hopefully you guys like it. If you guys have it. If not, you can use any brown color or even black. I have a lot of black on top, so I didn't want to make it too dark on the bottom. Even though we are gonna smoke it out. Just don't want it, just don't want it to be too close. I mean too dark. And I don't even, well, this is more like a purple undertone I see, unless I'm going crazy and it's just the lighting. Well, anyway, what color is this? This color is, well, it's named Call Me, so if this is a nice, like, this is really nice. It's coming out like a purple, which I don't mind because you guys know I love purple, so. But it looks purple over here. So, maybe that's what it is. And I'm just, like, dragging it into my wing area, kind of, like, giving it that color. And then I'm going to do it the same over here, and I'll be right back. Now with my Tarte brush, the same one that I used for the Jamila color, we're going to go right back into that color. Oh, well, I think I used this brush. But anyway, we're going to go back into that color, and we're going to shade out, or buff out, the eyeliner area. Remember to intensify this, the outer part, because that's basically where all of our beautiful colors are. And that's where it's most darkest. It's always like hard to figure where I should do this so I can see the best lighting. And by the way, I'm trying to figure like the best lighting areas. So sorry if you guys like seeing like different lighting throughout the video. I'm sorry, I've been just playing with this lighting, trying to figure out the best lighting so you guys can see the best of my colors that I'm using and see me better, since I don't have a cameraman and I can't zoom in on certain areas. This is the best I can do, guys, so thank you for staying with me as long as you have. Alright, now, oh, my nephew's here. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, guys, so excuse me. So I proceeded to do this side since it's always the hardest, and I'm using now a flatter tip brush. It's kind of like an angled flat brush, very, very thin, and this one is from Elf as well, and I'm going to be dipping back into Sippy, and I'm just going to place it closer to the lash line to darken it up more. I love this brush. This brush helps me with my lower lash line all the time. It's like my favorite brush of all time. Alright. And now I'm going to go back in with this brush and just smoke it back out. My nephew is playing with his birthday balloons. So that's what you get in the background. Oops, sorry. Alright, and now that you have smoked it to the way you want it, and it's pleasing to you, you could go back in with that same color that you used for your waterline. Can't talk. Just so you can darken it. And now, to seal the deal for the eyes, and that's how you know you're about to be done, you're going to put your mascara. That was really close. I am sorry. So sorry. But anyway, so we're going to do the mascara part and then highlight the brow bone. Give me like 2 minutes. Okay guys, so now with my new Swamp King palette, I'm going to be using my Gator wings. I'm just going to dab a small amount, tap off the excess, and then just highlight the brow bone. And that just helps the look. It makes it look very pretty. And then I'm gonna just take a small amount on there, and then just tap it around my tear duct area. And that will highlight that part. And then I'm going to take the same small brush and fade it into there. Remember, there's still a little bit of product on there, so that will just fade it in there. Nice. So then do the same on the other side. I'm just going to make sure that's blended in. Been using my finger a lot lately. It's because it's like humid out here, so like my body heat is just like melting it in better than, you know, an average day. So I'm taking advantage of my settings, and I'll do the same. And then same here. This I just like kept messing up at the ending, and I was just getting really pissed the hell off. So I'm just gonna work with it. this messed up side. As always messes up in the inner part. This side came out flawless at the ending. This side, I am messing with it though, because this is the best it can get, and that's as far as I'm going. I'll tell you that much. Alright, now the same over here. Mix it in, blend it in. Alright, so that's the eye look. I'll be right back, fully dressed and have my contour and everything set and my hair done, because unfortunately this mop just, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this mop, but I'm gonna do something. And yeah, and I'm guessing I don't know what lippy I'm gonna do yet either, so that's all gonna come once I get dressed. So I'll see you guys in a few, and yeah, be right back. Alright guys, so this is the final look. So for my lippy, I use my Makeup Monsters Cosmetics liquid lipstick, and this is in Redwood. So it's like one of my ultimate favorite. I don't know if you guys can read it, it's probably blurry, but anyway. And then I used my Shade to Light contour palette from Kat Von D, plus my True Radiant Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette, and this is light to medium, and I need to get a new one. So yeah, I mean, I hardly use the contour because of the Shade to Light palette, but I do use Sculpt and highlight a lot. But I didn't use the highlight from there. I used the highlight from the Swamp Queen, and I actually used the blush as well, which is called Does This Thing Really Work, which is that pretty oak color. So it has a little shimmer, so when I put the highlight, it was like bling blinging, so it's pretty nice. That's the reason why I like it. But yeah, and then to top it off, you just set your face with your setting spray, which I use Wet and Wild, and I finished it. So yeah, gotta get a new one. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy your day, even though it might be a little rainy today. Just keep on shining. That is all you can do, and keep on doing. And I love you guys, and wait for next time.